Good morning. Welcome to the Voices of Childcare Services of the Permian Basin podcast, where we shine a light on the programs, people, and possibilities shaping the future of our community. I'm your host, Lisa, and today we're going to welcome Miranda Canada with Goodwill West Texas. Our theme for November is National Changing Lives Through the Kindness of Others. We definitely share mutual goals, helping people to reach their goals and to help them become self-sufficient by helping them one person at a time. We also are helping them find resources so that they can find long-term careers, jobs, meaningful jobs by overcoming barriers within the community. So I want to welcome you today, Miranda, to our podcast. And we just have a few questions, and we'd like to share you with our community so that everybody can get to know you and what your organization does for our community. So just to start off, when was Goodwill established?
Yeah, thanks for having us, Lisa. The original Goodwill Industries was established in the early 1900s, but from there it has spread worldwide. The majority of the locations are in the U.S. One of the organizations is our Goodwill West Texas, which began in 1983. It began in Abilene, Texas. It's spread to 15 locations, including here in Odessa now, and 2 stores in Midland with 1 other career center in Midland as well.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So we have 15 stores and 4 career centers.
Oh, wow, that's great. That's great. So I know when people hear Goodwill, they're thinking of the thrift store, but I know you're much more than that. So tell me a little bit about your mission.
Exactly. So the thrift store is just the fuel behind it all. We take the donations, and when we sell the donations, that funds these career services, which is one of our biggest and most proud mission programs. We provide services to the community similar to what y'all do. Anyone who has any sort of barrier to employment, we're there to help them overcome that. And that's our mission, to provide opportunities to people with barriers to employment. Sometimes that looks like age or a disability. It can be something as simple as childcare, and in that case, we're happy to refer them to y'all. It could be interview clothing. It could be just resume help. Some people want to do it on their own. They just don't know where to get started. And basically, we're there to hold their hand through it and help them in whatever capacity they need to be able to get that meaningful employment and hopefully change their life and put them on a different path.
Definitely. Yes, we're both in the same mindset on that. We do the same thing. Of course, we do offer the childcare services, but we do work with our Workforce Solutions office to provide similar services.
Truly takes a village, just working together as all the different community partners.
It really does. I think that's one of the things about shining the light on these types of organizations and resources so that, again, like I mentioned earlier, to help them become self-sufficient, to help them reach those goals. And knowing where to go is definitely something that we all work to do here in our office, and now partnering with you, that's going to be another resource for us to do that as well, to help them meet those goals and to fulfill their dreams, whatever those could be. I know you mentioned you do help them with interview clothing, so I know we do have, like our parents, they come in, if we can't provide a service, we do try to refer them out. How would somebody get help with you guys? What would they need to do?
Right, so all they have to do is go online and go to goodwillwesttexas.org/careers, Career Center. And with that, there's some links to the Career Center closest to them. They can choose whichever one is most convenient and make an appointment. We do accept walk-ins. However, it's most convenient when you can make an appointment, because then you for sure have your allotted time, and there's nothing you need to necessarily bring. They'll go over all of that with you. There is a sample intake form so that clients can see what they'll be expected to fill out when they arrive. It also shares information about the services we provide. Like you said, with interview clothing, we don't stop there. If someone gets a job and they need a certain uniform or certain shoes for the job, some of our clients are straight trying to integrate into society from prison or incarceration, and they don't have the means to get those pieces of the uniform equipment. And so we don't want people to get the job and then feel at a loss. So we're there to help them get the boots, or if they need fire retardant clothing, things like that. We try to go the full gamut, helping them from start to finish.
Oh, that's great. That's great. We do offer childcare assistance, so we do want to make sure that we let you know about that, because I know that's another barrier. They come in, they're ready to work. I don't have childcare, and that's where we can help as well. I did want to ask, can you share a success story?
Yeah. Oh, there's so many. That is the joy of my job, is getting to hear the success stories.
Yes.
We have so many that. One of my favorites was a woman that had come out of incarceration, and she said that she came to Goodwill, she got help with her resume, and then she was able to find a job on her own with the help of their, interview skills and such. And she was so proud, and then whenever they told her she needed special shoes for the job, she just broke down, and she called her Career Center specialist and said, listen, I got the job, but I can't take this one. I'm going to need help finding another one. I don't have shoes. And they said, what size? Let's go. And they went and helped pick them out. And she said when she got those shoes, she just cried because she knew that she'd finally done it. She was, on the path to getting where she wanted to head in life. And there's so many. There's some that come to us and are employed with us. Mm-hmm. We have one that moved to a new city where we had a store, and she remembered shopping at Goodwill as a kid. And it was always a place that, was her favorite place to go because she was allowed to buy a little more than what she might be able to at Target or something. And so as she started looking for a job, she thought, well, I have good memories there. I want to try that one, and went and applied. And she said, but I have a 2-year-old, and I'm going to need help with childcare. I don't have a car. And the manager was equipped without even going through the Career Center. The manager knew how our mission worked and was able to help her find childcare, transportation, help work with her schedule. And now she's working toward getting her driver's license. She said, I just never dreamed for myself, and having this support and this family and just the community wrap around me. She's like, I think I can do this.
Yes, those are great stories. I love that. And it's funny because we say it's a story, but this is somebody's life.
Yes.
So those are my favorite. I have, similar to that. You hear, hey, if it hadn't been for childcare, I wouldn't have been able to finish school, and I couldn't have gone on. I had one that she went on to nursing school, finished, got her BSN, called me one day. She said, I don't need you anymore. I'm moving to Dallas. I've got a great job. Yeah. I was like, oh my goodness, I was so glad we could help you. So, those are the things that that make this partnership and what we do with our community meaningful.
Absolutely. I love anytime you get to highlight how it all supplements each other is one of my favorite things, because so often I feel like people in the community have the misconception that you have to choose which organization to support. Right. And really, it's truly such a mesh of network of resources. If we need someone to, if someone comes to us and they need childcare, we're referring them to you. Or if they're looking to gain their CDL or their, CNA, all these different things that we can't offer, right. Y'all do, we're able to refer. But then when you have someone who needs resume help, or, you refer back, and it's just such a give and take.
Right,
and there's so many community partners, and I truly think, like I said, it takes a village.
I think it does too, especially with families who are new to the community or in a new crisis. Absolutely. Sometimes that's what it takes, and they are lost. So when you have resources, that's what we do and where we can step in. And I'm glad that we're able to do that. We will be providing phone numbers, links for Goodwill West Texas, for childcare services, and anybody out there that needs any help for anything, please be sure to give us a call or give Goodwill West Texas a call. I know you also mentioned some locations in West Texas. What are some of the additional locations you have?
For career centers or stores?
Both.
Okay, so we have career centers in Abilene, Midland, Odessa, and San Angelo. And then for our 15 stores, we have 3 in Abilene, 2 in Midland, Odessa, and then nearest to y'all would be also Big Spring, then Sweetwater, Snyder, got Clyde, Brownwood, Brady, Eastland. I may be forgetting somebody. Maybe that's all.
Well, that sounds like we're covered in quite a few areas.
So that's the whole 35 counties of West Texas.
I think so. It sounds like it. And that's great. That's great that it's going to be accessible to everybody and anybody needing help.
I will add, even if somebody doesn't live in a county where a career center is, they can always either travel, or if there's a great enough need, say there's another resource partner, for instance, in Brownwood. We don't have a career center in Brownwood, but there is a big need there. So we've begun developing partnerships with other resource partners in Brownwood where we'll have a day that we travel over there and provide services for the day, things like that. So there are opportunities to partner if somebody was interested.
Well, that's great. That's great news. I'm really glad you got to come today and share with us. And we look forward to working with you more. And we're always here if you need anything.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Same to y'all.
Thank you.